His name was Adrian King. A billionaire everyone envied. He had wealth, power, and the most beautiful woman by his side. Melissa, his fiancée. The media called them the perfect couple. She called him her everything. Batikton, Adrian wasn't sure if she loved him or his money. He had grown up poor, the son of a mechanic and a market woman. He had worked his way from the streets to skyscrapers, and he never forgot the sting of hunger. So when Melissa's love started to feel too polished, too comfortable, he decided to test the truth. One day, he vanished. He told no one, not even his company. He put on torn clothes, rubbed dust on his face, and disappeared into the city as a homeless man. At first, it felt strange. The quiet, the stairs, the smell of the street. But he needed to see for himself who cared about Adrian King, the man, not the billionaire. After 3 days of living under a bridge, he decided to go near Melissa's favorite cafe. She was sitting there, laughing with her friends, showing off her diamond ring. His ring. He walked up slowly, pretending to beg. "Please, ma'am. Can you spare a little food?" Softly, she turned, her eyes meeting his, but she didn't recognize him. She wrinkled her nose and said, "Ooh, get away from me. You people always find a way to ruin my mood." He froze. Her friends laughed. He lowered his head and whispered, "Sorry." Then he walked away. Later that evening, he went to her house, still in disguise, and knocked on the gate. When she opened the door, he said, "Please, miss, I haven't eaten in 2 days." She looked disgusted. "Do you think I'm maternity? Leave before I call the police." And she slammed the door in his face. That night, Adrian sat under a broken streetlight, the same ring shining in her Instagram post, while he shivered in the cold. For the first time in years, he cried. The next morning, as he walked toward the park, an old woman selling roasted corn saw him and said, "You look hungry, my son. Take this." He shook his head. "I have no money." She smiled gently. "Then pay me with a prayer." He took the corn and whispered, "May God bless you." The woman smiled. Sometimes, blessings are more valuable than coins. Her kindness broke something in him, the wall between wealth and humanity. A week later, Adrian returned home. He walked into his office, still wearing the same ragged clothes. The guards nearly stopped him until his assistant gasped, "Sir, is that really you?" The news spread quickly. Billionaire disappears for a week, returns unrecognizable. Melissa came rushing to his mansion, crying and pretending to be worried. "Adrian, I was so scared. Where were you?" He looked at her quietly. "Melissa, tell me something. If I had nothing, no cars, no mansion, no name, would you still love me?" She hesitated, just for a second, but that second told him everything. He smiled bitterly. "I met you yesterday at your gate." Her face went pale. "I begged you for food," he continued. "You called the police?" She gasped. "Wait, that was you?" He nodded. "Yes, that was me. And now, I finally know the answer I was afraid to ask." She fell to her knees, crying. "Adrian, please." "I didn't know," he interrupted softly. "That's the point, Melissa. You never cared to look beyond what you could see." He removed the engagement ring from her finger and said, "I pray one day you learn the difference between love and luxury." The next month, Adrian quietly donated half his wealth to build shelters for the homeless, and the first person he hired to run it was the old woman who had fed him with roasted corn. When a reporter later asked him why, he said, "Because she gave me food when I had nothing, while the woman who said she loved me gave me nothing when I had everything." Years later, people still told the story of Adrian King, the billionaire who pretended to be homeless to find the truth about love. And he would always say, "Money can buy comfort, but it can never buy compassion. Because sometimes you have to lose everything to see who truly sees you."